Hello sweet beans, my name is Soleil and welcome back to the Little Reader's Corner. I'm done with my finals. I'm officially done with my first year of graduate school, which means the reading shall commence. I'm so excited. I've read maybe 4 or 5 books this year and it's now May. And that was impressive. Like, that was a lot of hard work to read those books for pleasure while I was reading like 200 pages of the International Law of the Sea. So we're starting off this new week. I have some new releases coming in from Barnes & Noble soon. They technically came out today. Today's Tuesday. But because I'm no longer a Barnes & Noble member, they are going to take until Friday to get here, which I mean is still like immaculately fast shipping, so I'm not concerned. I have so many books to read too, so truly it is not an issue. I'm actually going to put a poll on my Instagram to decide which book I should start first, because there are so many. I haven't even thought through all of the options. But anyways, I'm thinking that we're going to start off with this graphic novel called Taproot. It originally came out in 2017, but it's getting a re-release through Omni Press. And if you don't know what Omni Press is, it is the press that releases the Tea Dragon Society books and a couple other like cute cozy graphic novels. So they're doing a re-release for Taproot, and it is a love story between a gardener and a ghost. It's queer, it looks super cozy, there's, I mean, flora and fauna just all over it, and it looks like a gosh darn good time. So we're gonna start off with that while we wait for the poll results to come in for the books. But let's talk about the book options. While the camera adjusts, there we go. The shelves are looking a little worse for wear, but I was thinking Taylor Jenkins Reid maybe in another life, because I read Forever Interrupted in January and absolutely loved it, so I figured might as well keep the good times going with this one. Otherwise, I was thinking I could read Normal People by Sally Rooney. I read Beautiful World, Where Are You in December, and it was all right, so I'm thinking I might enjoy Normal People a little bit more. And then another option is People We Meet on Vacation. I wasn't able to read it last time I started it because of some personal things, but I feel like now is the right time, so there's another option. And then lastly, I was thinking of finishing One Last Stop, since I got maybe a fourth of the way through and then got overwhelmed and stressed. So it's about time I pick this one back up. So these are our 4 options. I will put the poll on Instagram and we'll find out later which one is winning. And yes, they are all contemporary romances, or contemporary romance? Yeah, they're all contemporary romances, because I know after a while of not having read some things, contemporary romance is the best way to kind of get back into the groove, since they're much less dense than fantasy books. So starting off with a graphic novel and then a contemporary romance will let me slide back into the reading spirit. I'll be able to handle all of the bigger things, and also I'm still trying to de-stress from all of the finals and grad school things, because I literally just finished my last final yesterday and it was rough. So I just need some calm, cool, collected vibes. And yeah, I'll see you later. Hello, let's talk Taproot. So I finished it rather quickly. I finished it in like a day. I mean, it's a very short graphic novel, so I literally just read it yesterday and at work, and I was already done. I ended up giving it a 3 stars because it's very cute. It has all the cozy vibes. I think I might actually purchase it because 3 stars is still a good rating for a book. It just felt like it went on a little bit longer than it needed to. Like, it had the original plot, and then I got to the end of like that kind of like plot line and the climax of that, and then I was like, wait, there's still like 60 pages left of this, and like the before half was like 80 pages. I was like, what else is gonna happen? So there's kind of like some other things that go on, but they just don't feel as like integral to the story, because like the main climax already happened and there was already a resolution, and then there's just kind of like extra stuff, but it's not handled as if it's extra stuff, it's handled as part of the story. So I don't know, that was a little funky, and that's the only reason it was kind of a lower rating. And it was really hard to tell what the ages were of the characters. I think towards the end it seemed like they were actually young adults, like in their late teens or early 20s, but the art style and like the color palette were just really beautiful, and it was a really sweet and endearing story. It was just a little funky with that setup of the plot. Basically, there's the two main characters, there's the gardener and the ghost, and then there's an array of side characters. And altogether it paints this picture of like a comfortable existence in a world where a gardener becomes an accidental necromancer, and there's a love story. And then about halfway through, the mood really shifts to like a darker tone. Then the story just keeps going on in like a careless breeze, and there's like pops of humor throughout. So it was really just kind of like the stiff and a little bit juvenile dialogue, even though it seemed as if they were actually older than that. And then like the weird plot points. But otherwise, it was really pleasant. It was just like a cozy, comforting read. It was exactly what I needed to jump into reading. And now we can jump into our next read. So the poll results are out, and I'm going to be reading People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I have had a weird, complicated personal thing with it in the past, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna try to power through because I love Emily Henry's work. I'm really intrigued by the story. It was just a weird personal thing last time, so we're just gonna start from the beginning and hope for the best. Hello, so it's been a few days since I last updated you. I have restarted People We Meet on Vacation. I am truly not that far, okay? I am doing my best, but here we are. I am on page 16. So we're doing well. I'm on chapter 2. And so far so good. I've already put in a few tabs, which is very exciting. I am finally learning how to put the tabs in so they aren't sticking out the entire way, and they're just like very, you know, classy. So, and they're different. It's fine. It's good enough, you know. I will let you know as I get further in this and what I think. Okay, so update time. I am now on page 163 of People We Meet on Vacation. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it this weekend. That is a little lofty, but we shall see. It's currently about 5 o'clock. I had a lovely day today. This morning I got my usual morning croissant and an apple turnover as well. And then it was mostly just honestly cleaning up my apartment and reorganizing things. I also put together a table, which was very exciting. It was great. And yeah, it's been a nice chill day. I just had some lunch, and I think I'm now just gonna lay back and read because I can, which is so thrilling. Not having school. Really, like, wow, people have so much free time when they only work full-time. It's so wonderful. I was going to film some videos today. I was going to film my bullet journal video, and also I have a really exciting video that involves all of Alice Oseman's books. And I haven't done a wrap-up in forever, a movie or book or TV show wrap-up. I really want to reorganize my shelves because they're kind of a mess right now. I want to do a tour of all of my DVDs. So many exciting things coming up. So I wanted to do all of that today, but instead I decided, you know what? I've been slowly losing my mind with how much things I've had to do and have had on my plate for the last like 4-5 months. I think I'm just gonna take this weekend and not worry about those things, and you know, just get back into that later. So we're just chilling, we're hanging out, and yeah, So for thoughts on people we meet on vacation, so I think I mentioned I originally DNF'd this because of personal reasons. I'm trying to power through. It's super well written and it's so far a great story, but the personal aspects are still kind of creeping through for me. So like I've made it to page 163. So far all's good. If it becomes like any kind of an issue for me personally, I may just have to set this down again and just continue at another time, just like I did before when I had started it, only made it like a chapter through and was like, now is not the time. So in that case, it's fine. I'll just set it down, pick it up again later, and I'll pick up a different book. Oh yeah, I should check later to see what the poll results are for the other book I'll start reading, because I also got some exciting book mail. So I actually have put these onto my TBR cart because my TBR cart has been a little neglected, and also I'm out of shelf space. So, you know, let's actually use the TBR cart. So these were all already on here before, but the rest was empty. So I just got Electra by Jennifer Saint, which Jennifer Saint also wrote Ariadne. I haven't read either of them. This one just came out recently. We also have Ikashara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston, and then Book Lovers also by Emily Henry. And then these were the other three that I was thinking of reading. So these three are new, I just got, so I'll have to do a haul at some point with those in them. All of these books are currently under consideration, but we shall see how I'm feeling while I'm reading this. Never mind, it's bringing up way too much personal shit, so I'm just gonna put this to the side, which is very disappointing because I'm loving the characters and the story and I'm really drawn into it and I don't want to stop reading it, but it's really causing the beginnings of an anxiety spiral, which I just can't deal with right now. So we're gonna put this to the side and I will wait again to pick it up when I have a little bit of more distance from these things. So I'm gonna put this away and I'm going to check up on that poll and pick a different book. Great, great.
If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better? If I wrote you a poem, if I posted a letter? Is it maybe because I never knew quite where I was, then suddenly you told me, baby, you're lost, but I am too, whatever the...
Hello, good morning. It is Sunday and I have now picked up Ikashara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. So far I'm about 29 pages in, which is really exciting, and this is the one that won my poll over on Instagram, which is very exciting. So I'm reading this one and it's also going to be a buddy read with my friend Jess, and I think they're getting their copy later today. So we should be on track to buddy read, which is so exciting. So far, the plot has like truly just like started right from the beginning. There's not a lot of like, what's it called? Not interlude, not a lot of wind up. Sometimes I feel like wind up is good, but other times it just, you know, it really just depends on the story and how it's done. I feel like this just really benefits from jumping right into the story. There's already like mystery and intrigue. It's very exciting. I love it. Oh! So I'm going Goodwill hunting with my friend Hannah, and I'm really excited. I'm specifically hunting for DVDs and books today, and I love Goodwill hunting. It's great to be able to get things on a budget and have things actually be affordable, especially like books and DVDs. It's wonderful when you can just get them for $1. So I'm very excited, and I'm about to head off to meet her. So I'll take you along with me.
We'll make it through. Tell me you're the one for me now. 'Cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. If I told you that I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to say, but I go without knowing. If I told you that I don't know what to believe in, don't know how to pray, but I pray anyway. Tell me you're the one for me now. 'Cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do.
Hello, Sweet Beans. It is now Thursday, and I am about 100 pages in. Look at all my little tabs. Look how well they're lined up. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So yeah, I am on exactly page 237 of I Kiss Shara Wheeler. There's a small chance, very small. We are not keeping our hopes up. We're just out here and we're just seeing what happens. There is a very small chance that I might finish this today. Small chance. We'll see how we're feeling. But there's only like 330 pages total, so like it's not even, okay, it's a little more. 354. Okay, close enough, right? So it's just about a little over. It's like 123 pages left. And then I'm done. And right now it feels like I've gotten to the climax of the story, but with 100 pages left, I'm not sure. So I feel like there's still some room left for the imagination. We'll see what happens. So far, a couple things that I was kind of feeling have like come to fruition, which is exciting. And there have been some fun surprises. I am loving it. I really like the humor in this. Casey McQuiston, I mean, they're just a phenomenal writer no matter what. But like also this is, I think, Casey's first YA, and it's just excellent. Like this is the kind of YA that feels natural and fun to read and doesn't feel like you're stuck inside of like a 15-year-old. But like you are, but like in a good way, you know? So good stuff. Is my hair brown? I think my hair is brown. Well, that's a new development. I don't know how that happened, but here we are. Good morning. So last night I finished I Kiss Shara Wheeler. I think I was only reading it for like 3 days, which is really exciting. I read it so quickly. I was also reading it with my friend Jess, so it was like a little bit of a buddy read. They of course finished it in like 1 day, so I was like, I gotta go. And then I was like, I'm just gonna read a little bit. And then I finished it. I loved this book. This book was so good. It was just Casey McQuiston is just such a good writer. It literally just jumped right into it like immediately. There was like a little bit of a mystery going on, but it was also just kind of like contemporary things going on, friend groups, things happen. So that kept me intrigued for a lot of it. And then at some point halfway through, I thought we'd hit the climax. I'm like, wait, but what else is going to happen? And then just more things happened, and the more things where I think my favorite part, like the initial plot was going on, but then just more things got added and layered in, which was just lovely, and just wonderful surprises and little things I had inklings about but then just happened. And and can we just talk about my tabbing on this book? Look how much it matches. I'm so happy with this. Look at that, it's so beautiful. So I've decided to change up my tabbing system a little bit. I think I'll make a whole video on it, but the basics is that I'm matching my tabs to the like full cover of the book, and then I'm using my highlighter and my pens to match like an accent color, which is the pink here. Let me see if I can find an example. Of course I found an example instantly. Look at that. Wow, I love it. So yeah, that concludes this reading vlog. So it was a bit of a wild ride with starting off with the people we meet on vacation. I think I can definitely finish it at some point this summer. Just need to kind of breathe through it and not put pressure on myself when it causes me stress. But that literally, as I said, nothing to do with the book. It's just personal shit, you know? So yeah, but then starting off with this one was very exciting. Now, the next reading vlog you have to look forward to is going to be really exciting. So in the next one, I'm going to be doing a couple fun things. I'm going to be going to a little Saturday market. I'm going to be going to the Smithsonian, having brunch, and I'm going to be starting Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry's work so much, and it's such a bummer that I wasn't able to read through People We Meet on Vacation, but now the next one is already out, so I can read this one, and I am so excited. It's supposed to be a love story between a book editor and a book agent, and they're both kind of like a little rough around the edges, both a little gruff, and then I think they somehow meet in a small town even though they both live in the city, and they're both brooding and bookish, and things haven't worked out for them in the past, and I've heard only amazing things about this. I love Emily Henry's writing so much, so that's gonna be the next one. And then after that, we have quite a few options. I'm about to get a new book shipment in, which I'll talk about in that one as well. So those are some things to look forward to, but I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like down below, leave a comment of what you are currently reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!